Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Guardian of the Horde, Keel the Undying from Mythril Action. So let's get it started. I've been enjoying these figures. I have a few of them, and I gotta say, like, even though I don't know much about Warcraft, the character design is immaculate. I love this kind of stuff. It really does fit into my love of sword and sorcery, and I've been having a real fantastic time, really, like, just playing with them. This is one of those figures where you can actually remove all the armor to make another character, or you could kit bash that said armor around. I'm hoping that whatever Mythril Action chooses to do, I hope that they do like extra armor sets and things like that, because the looks that they give these guys are fantastic. So let's talk about it. I gotta say, this default look, this is with all the armor on, looks really good. I'm going to go over articulation with the armor on and then with it off. Then we're gonna talk about accessories. So one thing I want to talk about is you have to be careful with these back two pouches. I had to glue this one back on because it actually fell off, but otherwise really good and solid. Otherwise I think it's the way I was handling it with my fingers, which sounds crazy, but yeah. So here we are with this look, looking really good. I like the shoulder parts. Nothing is truly actually hindered. As you can see here, I can start with the T-pose and actually hit it with no problem. Looking really, really good and solid. Our upper torso articulation is really good. We are hindered here in the belt area for obvious reasons, as this sits a little high. I was wondering if I can get it a little lower, but that's how I ended up actually popping that piece there, right? Head articulation, the extra neck movement is a real big plus, as it allows you to look down, tilt up, go left and right, tilt to the sides as needed. You do get an invisible bicep swivel. It's there underneath the armor. We have that beautiful double joint, which I love this because he's like 1/4 of Meatless Man while looking like an absolute like dehydrated man on the side. So it's really cool and really fun. Now Riley is here on the side, so he's trying to get up and he might get into the frame because I have Churu up here, so you have to excuse me. Let me give him Churu while I talk to you guys. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm really enjoying this line. So let's talk about the rest of the articulation. Here we can get our leg up still to 90 degrees. There is a thigh swivel as well. We have our meatless parts in between, which are beautifully double jointed. I would have liked to have articulation here around the cutlets, but we don't have it. But now we have tail. But yeah, as you can see here, we do have a beautiful ankle pivot, and that ball joint can be removed and popped out for when we take off the armor. The ab crunch going forward is really beautiful. That coupled with the head articulation really set this guy apart. He can really balance as well. Now, articulation with it all on looks fantastic. Like, we have a beautiful look. You can actually be like a necromancer if you wanted him to, if you wanted to go down that route. But he's a rogue, I believe. I think he's a Undying rogue, but it's a good look. Now, I'm gonna start taking off the armor, and then we're gonna talk about accessories. Now, this is one of those videos where I can comfortably say I can like pop and swap everything out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pop the torso right here. I'm gonna pop this part out. You can hear it all. And as you can see, you can reveal our little waist area, which is pretty dope that you can just do that. You can just pop it out, then pop it back in, and then we technically have a different look. We can also remove the bands. I'm actually gonna remove it all on one side, keep it on another so we can see what's going on. As you can see, and we can just pop that off. So you can have a literal blank bandage look. And I'm like, again, I really like the idea of you can actually just, if you wanted to, just swap everything off or swap it out or have a different look. And that's gonna be what happens when you take apart the lower torso, right? Here we can pop our arms out, and I'm gonna go asymmetrical on the right-hand side for this one. We're gonna remove our hand. We can actually take off our gauntlet and take off the protection on our shoulders. And I'm going to actually pop off the chest armor. So you can just reveal that. Now we have a bare torso. Again, I love this. I love how easy this was. It wasn't something that stressed me out. As you can see, normally on camera, I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna break something. I really don't feel that way with this at all. I'm gonna keep half and half look so you guys can see on both ends. But yeah, I really like the idea of this. This like sits really well with me. It's so comforting. Now, besides that, we will actually get two really cool weapons. I have no idea what they're called, but they're cool as hell. I'm gonna call them bow swords, right? Dual wielding bow swords. We have handles for them on the inside. But what's really cool is you can actually remove them to be dual wielded blades. So he technically has 4 blades almost at all times. This is really fantastic. And with these, you can actually store them here on the back pouches very, very easily, which is really cool. I like this. I like this a lot. So that storage for them is really cool. And just like on the back armor, you can actually store swords back there as well. Or when you have them dual wielded, just pop the handles in and you can have them dual sworded out in the background. These are so many carrying options that you can use, which is pretty cool. Now, you saw me pop the hands off, so let's talk about hands. Here we are with some open actions. Pretty important in case you want to go, full zombie on somebody. We have those sword holding hands, very important, especially if you're going to be a duelist. And we sort of have these semi-open action hands, kind of like for character involvement or pointing or just over-around lore stuff. You already saw your swords, and you will also get this alternative sculpt, which I don't know what this design is based off of, but I love it. It screams Frankenstein's monster to me, the punk rock version. So maybe it could be a witch doctor or a plague doctor or something cool, but I like this. I like this a lot. Let's actually pop it on right now. And let's pop that hand back on. So again, you can have various looks, various things. So whether you're using them as a zombie, a rogue, an undead warrior, like you can mix and match this in with a bunch of stuff. I feel like this will work well with your Conans. This will work well with your Savage Crucible. This will work well with your Mythic Legions, your Cosmic Legions, your other World of Warcraft stuff. Anything that is going to be sword and sorcery or sci-fi related, this is going to be dope. I love mixing and matching lines like this. Crap, you can even fit him in with Marvel stuff, cosmic-wise, because he just fits how weird and supernatural it is. This could be the base for your, like, Frankencastle, for all I know. But stuff like this really does make me happy because it's proof that there is something out there not only for everyone, but there is something out there that's going to fit the wild and crazy ideas. And people should not stop wanting to do things like that. It enriches us all. So, anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get to the size comparison. I'm going to grab some third-party stuff, some sword and sorcery, some cosmic. Let's get to it. All right, now we're here for the size comparison. I think the first thing I want to compare them up to is going to be Mythic and Cosmic Legions. I feel like this is a good start. As you can see, we have a Cosmic Legion, a Mythic Legion. Those boots sit him a little higher, so you kind of know what you're getting into. Excuse me. So if you want to mix and match that, it's really fun, right? Next up, here is a Meditoys Orc and a Zestray Studio female combatant. Again, when you want to mix and match, I feel like this is a good way to do so. Next up, we have an Axie Toys Dino. This is the Tyranno Dino, the second version. He has a better neck articulation. Here is a Savage Crucible, one of my kid bashes here, of a Lumerian. So yeah, nice mixing, nice matching. Next up, we have the Meditoys Necromancer. I feel like these two definitely complement each other very well, especially in color scheme. Then, in case you want to do domestic toys, I brought a 6-inch figure, which is going to be a Super Scroll, in case, like I said, when you want to get cosmic. So you can see how much smaller they are. I did forget to pop a Conan, so I am going to pop one later. I got to go grab them out of the bins. And then here we are with my main man, Ichigo, who will be representative of Mezco at the moment. So you can see where he stands. I'll grab Conan in a bit. But in the meantime, I do want to say thank you to you guys tuning in and checking it out. I appreciate you guys coming through to watch the video. I do hope you enjoy the photos at the end. So as always, thank you so much. And please, be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.